Americas.
And then that would be paid for on a job at a certain living wage. Do you know what that wage would be? Do you know?
You could start at $12 an hour.
All right, so you start at $12 an hour.
Rebuild America's
And then
bridges,
that would
roads,
be
water
paid
system,
for.
sewer system.
That would be paid for by you'd have to raise taxes enormously.
No, you would not. I'll tell you what the problem is. We not only need a policy for jobs, we need monetary reform, because it used to be that the government had the ability to be able to create money to meet its needs. Now we have to borrow money from banks. We have to repeal the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, reclaim the power to be able to create money, and handle the needs of the nation, whether it be economic,
I don't have
social,
3
whatever.
hours for that. With 7...
All right. So Kucinich is right about there needing to be monetary reform, but just raising, that's a separate issue from raising the minimum wage, because it's raising the minimum wage that is damaging to that which is paying you minimum wage, because what they're, we already know about all that. We've already been through all of this. But here's what you would want to do is decrease the price in oil, decrease the price in automobiles, decrease the price in housing, in rent, in apartments. So what the government could do is to use the tax money that it's supposedly using for bullshit, which would be wars and things like that, to pay for, or let's just say, because I think that the profit, what they're trying to make off of the oil and what they're trying to make off of the automobile, all of it is falling into this, what I call immobilization of the public conspiracy, which is that they're figuring out just what it takes to break your bank. They're figuring out just what it takes to ultimately make you go nowhere in life. So I personally believe that they set the prices to make basically to extract wealth out of our lives, basically. Not even in a way of just maximizing their profits. They're printing the money. All they're doing is deleting what they get so that the currency doesn't inflate, because they're printing it for themselves to get done whatever they want to do. Anyway, we've already been through this. This was actually the thing that was supposed to be so cool about Barack Obama, which was that there was going to be alternative energy, right? People don't know this, but Japan was going super rogue. I mean, they were going all the way with this alternative energy thing. They were doing lunar solar power, space-based solar power. The parliament was concluding that 9/11 was a conspiracy and stuff like that. Everybody thought things were changing. Well, then you saw what happened. Like, literally, as they're doing that, the Fukushima event happened. So they were going rogue in this essence of energy. It basically, it really does boil down to energy. Okay, if somebody were to ask me, hey, we could double your salary, or we could just reduce everyone's somebody comes to me personally and says, hey, we could double your salary that your employer is going to have to pay you, or we could cut gas prices in half for everybody. You know what I mean? That obviously is one really good way to fix the issue, because it's not the people that are being paid minimum wage. How do I say this? Like, the employers, everyone knows what's going on. It really does boil down to energy. I mean, we have to fix the conspiracy. The conspiracy has to be fixed. So Dennis Kucinich's proposition of, hey, we need control of the money system. We need to be able to have some sort of public consensus, because you're supposed to vote your way out of this bullshit. You know what I mean? They really do expect guys like me to, they really do. They act like they don't, but it's where it's going to go.